Hello dear children, good afternoon everyone, and once again welcome back you all to the online classes. And you know that now we are discussing about the water, a precious resource. So this water is the naturally occurring resource, and so we have to use it wisely. And you know that in many places we have the different rainfall takes place depending on the regions. So already we have learned about the depletion in water table as well as means about the groundwater and depletion of the water table due to some other activities, means by the excessive use of the water. So about that we have discussed, and the use of the underground water we have discussed, and how this water is replenishes in the atmosphere that we have discussed. So this all through the water cycle. So the water, how much water we can use, but every day the water gets replenishes because of the water cycle. So that we should not, if there is any alter, means if the rainfall is alters, or if the water cycle gets alters, then it will be affect in the depletion of water table. So sometimes we can suffer by the scarcity of water, right? So about this all we have discussed in the previous class. Now we can discuss about the distribution of water. Distribution of water. So distribution, when we said about the distribution, the water or the rainfall is not same in all the regions, because we know that in our country, in India, so there are many regions are there. So some regions are getting good rainfall, enough rainfall they get, and some regions they will not get the rainfall, or very less rainfall, what we can say the scanty. Yes, the scanty rainfall means very less rainfall they will take, they will get. So likewise, when the different regions get different amount of rainfall, we are not able to distribute that, means every places, every areas are not getting the same amount of water. So different regions get different amount of water, that is depending on the rainfall takes place in that particular area, how much rainfall takes place. So India is a vast country, we know that, and some are deserts and some are grasslands. So some are rich in vegetation, some are poor vegetation. So in some places it is very scanty or no rainfall for several years. So where there is no rainfall takes place, so they affected by the droughts, ಬರಗಾಲ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. And where there is excessive rainfall takes place, they be affected by the floods, ಪ್ರವಾಹ. Okay. If the rain become excess, then it causes the flood. If there is no rainfall at all, then we suffer from the, or be affected by the droughts. So both are dangerous, both are problems only. So that all the times, what is they are given throughout the India, that is the government of India. This is copyright in 2007 and it is given based upon the survey of India map with the permission of the Surveyor General of India. So this is formed. So see, you can see the different colors here it is given. So rainfall in centimeters they are given, and remember the rainfall is measured by the rain gauge. Okay. So this dark, it is what it is given here. So the dark blue color. So this is shown the rainfall above 400, means in centimeters above 400. So these are all the areas here they will get. It is annual rainfall. Annual means it is taken the average rainfall in a year. So total rainfall take place in a year. So depending on that, not only considering one day or 1 week like that. So annual rainfall they have taken here. Annual means yearly. So it is the average rainfall they had given here. So above 400, so these are the regions which get the above 400 centimeters. And see, these are the regions which get the 200 to 400 is, and the regions, these regions they get the 100 to 200 centimeters, and here these are the regions they get 60 to 100, and some regions they will get 40 to 60 and 20 to 40, and also some regions get very less rainfall, they are 0 to 20 centimeter. So this is given by this is based upon the Survey of India map with the permission of the Surveyor General of India. So now we have understood the distribution of water, right? So we understood that the water rainfall, yes, the rainfall takes place, but since our India is a vast country, so we get the different regions of India gets different rainfall. So some, if they get heavy rainfall, some will get less rainfall, or in some regions there may be no rainfall for several years. So likewise there is a variation in the rainfall takes place in the different regions of our country. So this is the reason why in some areas, if the areas are affected by the floods, at the same time, in the same time when some areas affected by the floods, at the same time some of the other regions they may affected by the droughts because of the no rainfall. So that likewise, since the different regions have the different climatic conditions, the rainfall is also depending on the different climatic conditions, due to that the rainfall takes place. And if we get the sufficient amount of water for our use, so the water should be replenished properly. Replenish means it have to fill again. So how much? Some amount of water if we are using now, the same amount of water should be replenished in the earth. Suppose if insufficient amount of water is replenished, then there is a down in the water table takes place, and also we are not able to get the groundwater and the other sources. If they are also not filled, then the water scarcity, we are affected by the water scarcity. So if this do not happen, if we don't want to happen this kind of water scarcity, because we know that water is the basic need to survive. So we use water for many purposes, and without water we cannot imagine our life, and there is no life at all without water. For all the animals as well as for the plants, the water is a very basic need. So if the water does not replenish properly, then we have to suffer from lot of problems. So that the water management is very important. So now we can discuss about the water management. So how can we manage the water? How important? Because to replenish the water. So water should be replenished in the earth, and this is happen when we manage the water. So nowadays we all are provided with the well pipeline, means we are getting the water to our houses. So through the pipelines. So well planned pipelines will be there, and through that we get the water. No problem at all. But if we want to fetch the water from the water sources like rivers, lakes and ponds and all, so how you use the water in that time? So now the water through the well-planned pipelines, the water will come to our house. So we are using enough water. Suppose in case if you want to fetch it from the outer side, already we have discussed. So water we are used in a limited quantity, right? So that we always have to utilize the minimum amount of water. How much it is required, that much only. We should not waste the water. So sometimes what happens, by knowingly or unknowingly, so in many public places and all, we leave the running taps. Yes, we just on the taps and we will leave it like that only. Whether it is by knowingly or unknowingly, that is left to them, the people who are doing such kind of activities. So when we left the running pipes, the taps and all, so the water will be wasted, and this is meant for the public, in some public areas, in the gardens or in the parks or in any other places which we are visit, like the tourist places and all. So they are meant for us, means they are meant for the public. Who is the public? We are the public. So some people, they are doing such activities for the sake of fun. These are all what the irresponsible persons can do this. So we should not leave the running taps whenever, and even sometimes we also do the same thing in our houses. So what we do while doing the brush, or while bathing, or while washing the clothes, and if someone the shaving, when they are doing the shavings and all, so in that time we just leave the running taps. We on the tap and the water is running continuously. So while brushing, what is the need to on the tap? Right? When we need the water, we need when we want to wash the mouth. But throughout the process, when we are brushing also, the tap will be running and the water go on wasting. So this should not be done. So we have to act wisely. We have to use the water wisely. So when it is necessary, then only we can take the water. Other times, what is the need to on the tap and make the water to run? Yes. So, and even in some places, the civic departments will be there in the villages and all. So it is the responsibility of them to leave the water for the villages and the towns and all. And if any pipes are damaged, so the water will be gushing through that pipes, so that as a responsible citizen, we should inform to that civic department, and they will be again they will repair that, and the water will not be lost by through that the damaged pipes and all. So this is what we have to do. And here what happened in the olden days, okay, they are the very knowledgeable one. So in that time, so they usually made the beverage, okay. So they built the beverage. So beverage are the ones, they are the wells with steps, okay, the wells. So they will be usually, they are not in the round shape. So like this, you might have get the idea if I draw. So like this, you might have watched in some of the TV programs and all. So like this, wells will be there with the steps. Okay, so the steps will be there in all sides like this. Yes. Have you get the idea? So like rainwater harvesting is one of the common method. Rainwater harvesting, it is one of the common method to conserve the water. Okay, to manage the water or to conserve the water, the rainwater harvesting is the one of the common method. So here usually what we are doing, it is the collecting and storing rainwater for future use. Okay, so this rainwater harvesting is the process of collecting and storing rainwater for future use. So the rain will take place seasonally. So season wise we get the rainfall. So in other days when there is no rainfall, so that time we need the water for agricultural purpose or for daily usage and all. So they used to collect the water in these bays. So in the olden ages, and these bays are built in they dug the ground and they made a deep wells, and they are modified in such a way that the water will not be able to evaporate easily. So this is one this is the kind the people in the olden age they used to build this to conserve the water. And see, nowadays as the day passes, what happens, these breweries are they are misused and they used to dispose the garbages. So when they are using these breweries to dispose the garbage, so this is misused by the people, and again nowadays these are also revived and they are again used to collect the water, right? So like this we have to manage the water. And also nowadays the farmers, they are also using many technologies to conserve the water. So now they are using the drip irrigation and sprinkle irrigation methods rather than the common traditional method. So nowadays they are using the drip irrigation and the sprinkle irrigation method. So in the common traditional flood irrigation, what happened? When we irrigate the farms with the flood irrigation, they even see, suppose if it is a land area, so crops will be like that. Okay, crops will not present in all the areas. So suppose the plants are there here. So in the flood irrigation, what happened? The water will be irrigated throughout the farm. Yes, complete farm. So how much water is utilized here? Only the plants are there here. The water which is flowing here, that water only used up. But remaining water which is flown here, so that all waste only. Right? So nowadays the farmers are using the drip irrigation method. So in the drip irrigation, what happened? They are made in such a way that the pipes will be there with the opening tubes will be there, and from that openings the water is made to fall directly to the stem of the plant. So to the stem of the plant the water will be flow directly, so that the water will be conserved here. So water is used only by the plants. In other places no need to irrigate the water, right? So likewise we can conserve the water. And also the sprinkler method is there, the sprinkle irrigation. By the sprinkle irrigation the water can be spread throughout the farm, so that again we can conserve the water. So likewise the people are nowadays using many new technologies to conserve the water. So this is the water management. And you might have heard that the Bhojpur, which is there in the Kutch area of Gujarat. So here this area gets the erratic rainfall. Erratic rainfall means So likewise they are getting. So the people in this area, they suffer a lot by the water. Most of the time the rivers in this area, they are also not filled with the water throughout the year. So only seasonal wise they will filled and they will flow with the water. But other than that, these rivers which are there here, they are drier. So they do not have the water throughout the year. So in that time the people in this area, they suffer a lot for irrigation purpose and all, for the agricultural purpose or for the daily usage, and they mainly depending on the only the groundwater. For fresh water they depend on the groundwater. But what happened, due to the erratic rainfall or the scanty rainfall, so the use of water is more, but the replenishing water, it is less. So as the population increases, the demands for the water needs will be increases. But the replenishing water, the amount of water which is replenished, it is less. So due to that problem, some of the people and some non-government agencies, the non-government agencies will be there, the departments, the NGOs we can call them. So they are like a social workers. So they are these organization and some other people, they are well planned and they built 18 chuck dams. 18 chuck dams to the river Rukmavati. So to the Rukmavati river they built 18 chuck dams, so to collect the water, so that they can harvest the water, we can say. So 18 chuck dams they were built, and here and also to its tributaries. Tributaries means some of the sub rivers will be there for this, the Rukmavati river. So some tributaries will be there. So to that tributaries and Rukmavati they built 18 check dams, and they can collect the water there and they can use this. Even though they get the erratic rainfall, due to this they can get the water regularly. And also in our previous class, in the 6th standard, you have learned about the rainwater harvesting, that is the rooftop harvesting method. So rooftop means what happened there? The people usually collect the water use. And also when we are brushing or bathing, so stop. If you are having the habit of keeping the running taps, just stop it and you can save the water. So like this, when suppose if in your area, if any the pipelines of the water supplying pipelines, if there is any damages, you just you can inform to the civic department and they will take care of that. So likewise, some common responsibilities you have to take and you can save the water. Okay, and this is your role. And also in the agriculture, you can use some new technologies such as the drip irrigation as well as the this one the sprinkle irrigation method. So you can use that and you can suggest your parents to use such technologies. So it is better so that we can conserve the water rather than we can irrigate our farms with the common traditional flood method. Okay, so that you can use the drip irrigation or we can use the sprinkle irrigation method. So these are some roles which you can play in the conservation of water. So if it does not rain or if it excessively rains, what happens? Yes, we already know that if it rains excessively, so that we can affect by the floods, and if it does not rain at all, so plants are depending on the water and they also grow when they get the water. And suppose if there is no rainfall takes place, no water will be, no plants will be grow. And if the plants will not grow, we are not getting the food because we are depending on plants for our food. So like this, it will be badly affect or it will be adversely affect on us. And you might have seen that the Rajasthan, yes, the Rajasthan, it is having some harsh climatic conditions. So there also the rainfall, the scanty rainfall takes place. But also in the Alwar district, so in the Alwar district of Rajasthan, so they have choose the dried up area and they made this as the green land. So how they plant, even though that much water scarcity is there in that place. So what happened there? The people, they usually think and they selected some 5 the dried up rivers, so such as the Arwari, the Ruparal and Sarsa and the Bhagni and Jahazwali. So they selected these all the 5 dried up rivers and they installed the water harvesting plants there, and so they can get the water likewise, and they made a green land in the Alwar district. So this is how, even though there is less rainfall and even though in that climatic condition, they plan, they think and they do all this. And what about us? Because we are getting enough water, and how we are using the water. Just we have to think about it and we have to act it wisely. Okay. So this is about the water, a precious resource, and I hope you have understood this. So with this I will conclude my today's class, and if you have any queries, you can contact me and clarify doubts. Thank you.